Rhymes Concerto.
Sorry about that. A little bit delayed. Just trying to get this stream back up and going the right way. I had to let that rock on the screen for a minute just so people understand where we at in this thing. Give me 1 second. Coming in. All right, coming in. Y'all didn't come on this thing to listening on music. Appreciate you. Had to let that rock just because I think what's happening out here, when I started earlier and we got in to talking about, and hopefully some of the people that were here early will come back. As a matter of fact, I need to, let me just go on and just do this. See if I can actually tag a few people. Because they was all deep in the conversation. And I want them to be able to, if they can join at least the discussion where we were at. I don't know that young lady's name. She has a really, really long name. Somebody sees that other stream. Get that young lady's name from earlier. I need her back in here as well. We were talking about the situation over in Ypsilanti. Ypsilanti Middle School. Kid being attacked a couple days ago, and then it was later deemed as horseplay. I personally don't believe that it was horseplay. I personally believe, and this is just, oh, here it is. For me, hold on one second. I want her in here too. I'm just tagging here because she was a part of the discussion. Hold on one second. Yeah, she was a part of the discussion. There she is. For me to know, and you to find out about it. Got it. All right. So we were talking in there, and Marcy, Modandy, and for me to know and you to find out about it, we're having a discussion regarding this situation. The reason I wanted for me to know and you to find out about it to come back in, because her daughter was deemed as grapeable. Now you got to understand, her daughter was deemed as grapeable. Now you got to have a silent G there, but I can't have a silent G here because I'm all over the internets. I'm all over these intrawebs, so I can't be saying the words that people type. Sometimes I got to change them words around her. So her daughter was deemed grapeable. So if you feel me, you feel me. If you don't feel me, then you probably don't want to be in here because you are not of an intelligent nature, and we can't have you up in this joint. So I started at my breakfast nook earlier, for those who weren't there. I started at my breakfast nook earlier, and then I got an emergency phone call, okay? When I get an emergency phone call, it's one thing, but then I got an emergency phone call, got an emergency text, I got another emergency text. So that situation was a problem. Then I got an actual text that kind of let me know that it was an emergency, but the emergency had subsided at that point. But it was family business, and it was dealing with my daughter. And I think I've told people, you know, I don't care where we are as a family. I'm always going to be there for my babies. All right. I really don't care where we might be on Monday, on Tuesday, if something jumps off. Daddy's in the truck. That's just where I'm at with it. I've always been there. I'm always going to be there. So having a situation fall in my lap like that, right in the middle of a stream, I had to take care of some business and get out the paint for a minute. But I'm back. Okay. I'm back. And my baby's good. My baby's good, you know. Families come together. We working with everything. Everything's good. So my life is going to continue to move forward. And I had to get back behind this microphone because I had to do a stream. But I'm really going to continue on what we had earlier. And then we're going to kind of go forward from there. Now, what we were talking about earlier was a situation that happened at Ypsilanti Middle. And it was supposedly a horseplay situation that it turned into, well, it was supposedly a situation where a kid got attacked, and then it was turned into a horseplay situation. But the bigger problem is that there's not enough people out at the beginning of the day to make sure the kids are getting into the building properly, handling their business, getting into the hallways, the lockers, the classrooms, and whatever they need to do. So a young lady had put out a call for the community to help come out because Ypsilanti Schools is obviously leaking. And if Ypsilanti Schools is leaking to the point where they can't pay for people to come out, because we've already discovered, obviously, teachers don't get paid enough. We got that. Teachers don't get paid enough. Not only do teachers don't get paid enough, they don't have enough people on these school grounds. So it shouldn't always just lie on the educators, but there should be other people that I know. I mean, back in the day, you might find a custodian outside, you know, maneuvering traffic around. You know, back in the day, you would find literally the same person that swept and mopped and cleaned the bathrooms and whatever might have been out there helping the teachers and the administrators maneuver traffic around. So where it takes a village, it takes the whole faculty. It might not be teachers. It might not be administrators. It might be custodians. It might be coaches. It might be parents. Sometimes it might be people in the community that ain't got no connection to the school. Like me, because I'm gonna be going over there. I'm getting with the young lady this afternoon, and I'm gonna be committing at least a couple days a week that I know I don't have anything early that morning, and I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna just follow suit. I'm not gonna be over there trying to maneuver. I'm gonna go over there and follow suit of what they need to do. I don't need to go over there and start something. I need to just go over there and get in play with whatever the principal's doing, the assistant principal's doing, the teachers are doing, the parents are doing. They need bodies. They need bodies. So if they need bodies, I'm a body, okay? I'm a body, so I'm going to go over there and I'm an able body, okay? I'm a body that can talk to youngins. I'm a body that can talk to elders. I can talk to the parents, so I'm going to go on over there and do my thing, all right? So, you know, we got a few people in here. Sister Cynthia is here. What's going on? Sister Free is here. Those are a couple of tags I had in there. It's all good, Free. I saw you put that up there. Kamari is good. We good. We got to take care of them babies, Kimi Kali. We got to take care of them babies, okay? Got to take care of them babies. But, yeah, so we want to move forward. And we want to really talk about the village, because the village, I believe, has gotten screwed up because the village has a problem with the village. I believe that's where the biggest problem in is. Back in the day, and we talk about this a lot, back in the day, you were susceptible to getting your ass whooped. And yes, I might cuss once or twice in this video. And I just cussed once, so I guess I'm going to cuss twice. You were susceptible to getting your ass whooped by a neighbor, by a family member in the neighborhood. Hell, might be by a teacher that knew your mama and daddy. That's when the village, you know, took care of the village. And when I say ass whoop, I'm not particularly talking about violence. I'm not talking about striking. I'm not talking about an ass whooping. I'm talking about sit down, I need to talk to you. I'm talking about a teacher driving you straight to your doorstep. I'm talking about a neighbor saying, go get in my car. I'll be out there in a minute. And then they go grab a cigarette and their car keys and they'll drive you around the corner to your house. That's what I'm talking about. But yes, sometimes that did happen too, Kimi. Sometimes that did happen too. Sometimes they go get that belt and they might just take care of you all the way to the house. All the way to the house. Okay? So where I'm at right now, my brother Leon, peace to your family. Where I'm at right now is we got to get back to allowing the village to be villagers. That's why I say I'm not going to get cloaked up in no organizations. I don't need to be in no organizations. Okay, I don't need to be a part of something to be a part of something. See, a lot of people like to be a part of something to say they're a part of something. A lot of people like to run stuff so they can run their mouth. I just like to get in the paint. I just like to get dirty and get in the paint. And now we got a call for help out of one of these schools where they are shorthanded in the morning time. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump out there. I don't need no special color hoodies. I don't need no special names. I don't need nothing special. Why? Because I'm special. That's what I do here. Let me get these phones from around my neck. That's what I do. But see, a lot of people just like to run their mouth. A lot of people just like to take selfies. A lot of people just want to be in this for the celebrity or take pictures with celebrities. But see, that's not what this is about up in here. What this is about is these kids. And these kids, look, I went to a game at that school that they're talking about. I literally went to a basketball game, and I've seen some things up there. I done seen kids going up to court flashing gang signs. And from what I'm hearing, they got like little baby gangs that are manifesting in the Ypsilanti area. Now, I don't know if that's Ypsi City or if that's Ypsi Township, but it's Ypsilanti. So we need to take care of that. That's the last thing we need to do, is to have budding gang activity in the city of Ypsilanti. If you don't agree with me, okay, no problem. You part of the problem. Because if you're not trying to be part of the solution, you are the problem. You my problem. You Ypsi's problem. You the township's problem. That's where I'm at with it. So where we at now is something different. We need to get out here and negate whatever anybody else is saying. These kids need us. These kids need us. So you got to kind of bypass some of the ignorant folk out here. Some of the folks is parents. Because I know some parents be like, don't say nothing to my kid. Don't say nothing to my kid. And they kid be the very one to be out here jacking everything up. You hear me? They kids be the same ones that's in trouble every single time, but they don't want you to say something to their kid. And then be ready to fight. They part of the problem. So if we can't get their kid right and they don't want their kid to get right, then what we need to do is get them and their kid up out the paint. Go to another district. How about that? Go to another school district. If you don't want to get right in the paint here, go to another school district. So yeah, we was in there on that thing earlier. And you know, I was just putting some things together. I really wanted to come up and talk a little bit about Ypsi Middle. And then I really wanted to talk about some positive things, because that wasn't really a positive thing that we were talking about. But we're going to pull all that together. We're going to get that young lady the help that she needs. And we're going to get bodies out there between 7:15 and 7:30 is what she requested. And we'll make sure she's got ample support. We'll make sure those administrators have ample support. We'll make sure those teachers have ample support. You know what I'm saying? We need to come around for more than just the camera ops and the turkey drops. I guess I'm black looking and talking white today. I guess I'm black looking and talking white today. If you ain't handing out turkeys, I guess you ain't black. Y'all messed up. I'm just letting you know you messed up. Shout out to my man's Melvin. You know what? Let me get Melvin back in here if he ain't in the paint. Let me get Melvin in here. Let me get Melvin in here. Because I'm about to go right to where he is. Yes, sir. I just tagged my brother Melvin Baskin, and I call him a brother because he is a brother, but I look at him as a father figure because I've known the man longer than I haven't. I met Melvin when I was 14 years old. So I've known Melvin for 38 years. And Melvin kept me out of many a fray when I was at Ann Arbor Huron High School. And he's always spat some ism in me since I've been a grown man. So I want to throw this real shout out to the brother who has kept me as a villager a part of the village. Last week, we tried to build and go have a meal. We tried to build and go have a meal. And we started out at a place called the Golden Egg on Washtenaw. We started out at the Golden Egg on Washtenaw. I walked in with my coffee, as I always do. They don't particularly like me walking in with my coffee cup. So the waitress that I have normally, if she's working, I go there. I know what her car looked like. So if her car ain't there, I don't even stop. But her car was there, and we went to eat there. When I requested her to be my server, they told me she was busy. I should have got up and left then. I should have got up and left then. Yes, sir. Welcome back, Brother Mario. We gonna get to it. We about to cook up in here, baby. We about to cook up in here. Two-time state championship coach at Belleville High School in the house. Had the privilege of working with that brother over at Ann Arbor Huron for a few months back in 2019 before I became unemployable for the Ann Arbor Public School District football program. I laugh at it now, y'all, because it's laughable. It's laughable. So, yeah. I walk in with my cup. I asked for my waitress, and I was about to put her name out there, but I don't want to put her name out there. Yeah, they used to be the bomb. They used to be called Country Squire. That's why they were the bomb. That's why they were the bomb. They were the Country Squire. Now they're the Golden Egg. No, what they are is an immigrant family that has come in here, and now they are getting the golden eggs through the American infrastructure because that business has took a downward turn since they took it over. And I don't believe that they understand how much detriment they did to their business that day. With the black folks that was in there that day, they won't go back in that restaurant, I guarantee you. So I get in there, and she tells me that I can't have my cup. And I said, well, yeah, usually Brittany just gives me a coffee cup, and I just pour my coffee over in it, and she just throws the cup away. Well, you're not allowed to have foreign substances. I'm like, it's not a foreign substance. And I took my lid off, took it off like this. Let me get that off there. Took it off like this, and I showed her what it was. That wasn't acceptable to her. And next thing I know, the manager or somebody was coming over. And I had already said, you know what, this is going to be a problem. She already told me I can't see my waitress. I'm telling Mel, I'm going to go and just take my cup to the truck. I get up to take my cup to the truck, and then the manager comes over. Now, I take it it's a manager. He's an olive-skinned male with his hair pulled back into a ponytail and an apron. So I take it he was the manager. Could have been part owner. I don't care what he was. What he did was he messed up his business, because this is the first time that I spoke about it since then. But since I spoke about it, since I'm speaking about it, trust me, I will be posting about it. I wasn't going to say nothing about it until I said something on my stream. So I'm walking outside, and he's like, you can't have that in here. And I'm like, I'm walking the cup to my car. Well, yeah, we had a person in here, and they had something in it, and then they fell, and then the insurance company, he starts telling me his business that I don't need to know. I didn't need to know his business. About his business, somebody else's business. All I needed to know was, let me get this cup to the car so I can get back in and get my veggie omelet. He decided to keep talking and told me that I couldn't do that. He wasn't going to allow that. While I'm taking my cup outside, I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you? Nah, they ain't Asian. It's a family restaurant. It's what they would call normally a Coney Island, but it's a family-style, American-style restaurant. used to be American owned, but it's now immigrant owned. And things have changed thus far. I'm just throwing it out there. Not an Asian in sight. You ain't got an egg roll on the premises. No soy sauce, no nothing. I come back inside, and that 20, 30 pace walk made me say, you know what? I'm just not that hungry. I'm just not that hungry. I was like, come on, Mel, let's go. And he said, oh, you want to move? I was like, yep, let's do it. Mel came out, jumped in his whip. I jumped in mine, and we moved on down the street. Now, at that point, we moved to another restaurant. That restaurant was closed. I don't know why you'd be closed at 12:30 on a Friday afternoon, but they was closed. And at that point, we moved back up the road to another black restaurant. We was actually across the street from that black restaurant, but I had forgot that they served breakfast. Then I remembered I had heard somebody said they got breakfast from this black restaurant. So when I went in there and Mel went in there, we was like, oh, we was looking to have breakfast. We don't serve breakfast. Said it kind of rudely, too. What's up, Kels? I didn't like the fact that she said it rudely. But I was like, okay. And I was like, but y'all do serve breakfast because people have posted pictures of coming up here to get breakfast, had like some shrimp and grits and some different this and that. Now, we don't serve breakfast. I was like, but I've just seen posts online. That's why we came in. Well, we don't have the staff. See, why didn't she say that first? She should have started there. Start with your shortcomings first. Don't tell me what you don't do. Tell me what you can't do. Because what you do is something that you don't do because you can't do. So instead of telling me what they can't do, she told me what they don't do, which was a lie because they did do. But now that they don't do, it's because they can't do. Y'all follow me? I already told you. I'm the realest thing out here. Y'all better understands me. All 8, 9 people that's going to watch this video know it. All 10, 15 people that's going to watch the replay know it. Ain't nobody out here with the lyrical content like I am. Understands me. I'm on it. Been on it. Y'all better turn your microphones on. Stop podcasting with y'all microphones that don't work. Nate Frazier, turn your letters around. Y'all got stuff all over y'all tables, microphones and laptops and everything. Is that shit even plugged up? Uh-oh, he cussed again. That's 2 cuss words. I got 2. I got 2 down front. Y'all don't like it because I ain't all over it like I was before. Tony D, what's good, bruh? Tony, you want to get on this Dion panel? I got another highly esteemed brother that's going to come on there, and you might be able to give me a whole different outlook on this, being that you in the South. You down there with the HBCUs. I mean, we got an HBCU in Detroit, but it really ain't an HBCU. I know they classify it as an HBCU, but it really ain't an HBCU. Look at them catching that love up in here. That's why I like my rooms are the love rooms. My rooms are the love rooms. People show that love to each other in the chat room. We ain't got nothing in here but a couple big whiz hands, a couple spade hands. We good. But we talking about it. We being about it. Speaking about talking about it and being about it, we got to get this out into the masses too, okay? Let's get this out into the masses too. You understands me? What I'm looking for is for people to be doing stuff like this out in the community. Free haircuts at Freight House Daytime Warming Center in Washtenaw County. You hear me? Today and next Wednesday. Now, they might not need the warming center today because it's 50 degrees outside, but next week it's going to be cold, but everybody can use a haircut. And if it's free, go get that haircut. Go get that haircut. Yeah. So what we did was, we're going to leave this rocking while I'm talking on it. What we did was we left that joint. So we done went to the Golden Egg. Now we've encountered 2 black joints. One black joint was closed. The other black joint should have been closed because they wasn't serving breakfast, and we was looking for breakfast. We wasn't looking for soul food at noon. I don't even know who can eat soul food at noon. I ain't never really been good at that. You know, because it get up in my system. And the fact that I don't eat the fleshy products no more, I don't want no yams and greens and dressing and all that stuff at noon. I need to put some eggs on my system. You know what I'm saying? Need some toast, need some coffee, some tea. You know what I'm saying? They trying to put all that gravy and all that stuff on my system at noon. That's not the move early in the day like that. Let me get my day started with the break fast. So then we move on down to what's been known as a great all-American eatery named Bob Evans. Bob Evans down on the farm. Well, Bob might still be rocking down on the farm, but I tell you, the Bob Evans over there on Washington ain't from nothing. I'm telling anybody that's thinking about going to have breakfast at Bob Evans on Washington, think again. Please think again. We need that to close. We need that to close and have them open up Shoney's again or something. Bring back Denny's. No, don't bring back Denny's because I heard Denny's was a slave spot. We'll talk about that one day too. Denny's and Sambo's, all connected. All connected. Yeah. And shout out to my sister Amber Fellows, who ran for mayor in YPSI, for posting this about the free haircuts today. The free haircuts and warming house are open at Freight House today and next Wednesday. Free. You know what free is? Free. Go get that haircut. And when it's cold outside, go get warm. And if there's a demand for that to be open more, let's see as a community, can we get that opened up more for the people that are outside on the street, disenfranchised during the day, without a place to go, without a place to be. Let's make sure that we can get them inside. We don't need nobody dying on the streets of Washington County. We don't need nobody dying on the streets of Washington County because they froze to death. That is deplorable. Okay? And let me go ahead and put this up. This here, it's a Christmas tree giveaway. The Christmas tree giveaway is happening next Monday, next Wednesday, and next Saturday. And let me go on and get you the information. I'm going to actually make another post about it, but I thought I'd put it up on my live so about 5-6 people could see it. But next Monday, we're going to be at the Christmas tree farm over on the west side of Ann Arbor from 1 to 3. On Wednesday, we'll be there from 5 to 7. And on Saturday, we'll be there from 11 to 1. So Monday, the 12th, that's my firstborn's birthday, 1 to 3. Wednesday, the 14th, that's 5 to 7. And then Saturday, the 17th, that's 11 to 1. We're going to be over there. And if you reserve a spot, inbox me, DM me, direct message me. If you want to reserve a tree for one of those 3 days, just put it in my inbox and then I'll send you the address. But don't send nobody over there because we're going to have your name. And this is on a private farm. So I don't want people going over there and just driving through the farm because that's people's property that they own. So I'll give the name, I'll give the address when you reserve, because you can pick whatever tree you want. But we got to know you're coming. Okay? And I'll make sure that I handle all those particulars. That's right. Don't spend no money there. That's right. So the 12th, the 14th, and the 17th, Christmas tree giveaway in Washington County. Now, let me explain what happened here. I was going to name it after my youngest, my newest, my longest, hairest grandson. But after going back and forth, his mother is so humble. She's so beautiful with it. She didn't want the other grandkids, her nieces or nephew, to feel slighted. So I was going to add their names. But then you know what? We said, maybe we don't need a name. Because the whole point is that underserved people give. There's going to be plenty of time for them to show their philanthropic fare. And all I want my grandkids to understand is it's better to give than to receive. But for those who do receive, receiving is not a bad thing when you are underserved, when you are unable. That's when somebody who can give gives. And that's when you, being the person that you are, the people that you are, that's when you receive and be grateful. So I'm just really trying to show my grandkids it's more to this world than just receiving. You got to give. We started with Caleb when he was giving money to the water program in Flint. Caleb used to bust off $100 bill, bam, here. And at that time, you could get about 33 cases of water. Now, everybody knew where the $100 bill came from, but it wasn't supposed to come from that person. It was supposed to come from Caleb. It was supposed to come from my grandson. At that time, his sister wasn't even here. So now the kids just got to understand. I got 3 in tow. I'm probably going to have some more down the line, but right now I got 3. They just got to learn how to give. They got to be philanthropists in their own rights, in their own spirits, in their own ways. Absolutely. So as I'm talking about, as we got this up here, the Christmas tree giveaway, make sure y'all Monday the 12th, Wednesday the 14th, and Saturday the 17th, just say you want to come to one of those days. I got your name. I'll give you the address and we'll move forward amicably. We went to Bob Evans. And when I tell you it was the worst experience I've had in Bob Evans ever. You hear me? I hadn't had an experience in Bob Evans like that. I've been in Bob Evans in Kentucky. I've been in Bob Evans in Tennessee. I done been in Bob Evans in some places where it wasn't nobody that looked like me in the Bob Evans. And I had phenomenal service and I had phenomenal food. But I was just right up the street, y'all. I was just right up the street. Oops. I took away the tree thing and came back. I hit the wrong button. That happens from time to time when you old like this. Well, let me go in and get that back up there. Bam. We got that, but I wanted to just come back up like this. I don't want to take the giveaway away. I want to keep it up there. So I'm sitting in Bob Evans with Mel. We ordered ice waters. I ordered some tea. I had finished my coffee by then because we done drove around to so many restaurants. I ended up finishing my coffee in the car. It was a horrible thing. It took us 40 minutes to find a seat. That should never happen. And I'm going to show you how it shouldn't happen anymore by advertising for 2 restaurants that I've been to within the last week, and they're phenomenal. We probably going to have the pizza tonight. They're phenomenal. That's phenomenal, not with an L at the end, with an O. Phenomenal. Okay? So, with that being said, we both ordered veggie omelets. You know, mushrooms, onions, green peppers, red peppers. Little Colby Jack on mine. I think Mel had cheddar. I asked for extra mushrooms. I'll hit you when I get off, period. I just started my live. So I got extra mushrooms. Mel got tomatoes in his. I don't do tomatoes. I got rye toast, and I like my butter on my toast from the windows to the wall. Edge to edge, baby. All right? If it's leaking over the side, don't worry about it. I'll get it. Mel just got some wheat toast. He didn't ask for any special instructions on his toast, but I did. About 25, 30 minutes later, the food came. We had already waited about 15, 20 minutes to be served, like our drinks. When she brought my tea, she brought everything but the water. But we got by that too. So let's just move forward to not belabor the time. The food came, and my omelet, which I know was about a good 2 eggs, and most eggs in restaurant omelets are 3 eggs. Sometimes they 4 eggs, depending on where you go. Mine was 2 tops. 2 tops with no milk added. They wasn't trying to stretch nothing. Could have been egg beaters for all I know. I don't know. So Mel looks at his omelet. I look at my omelet, and my omelet is smothered. Oh, I'm sorry. I left out one little fact. Neither one of us got hash browns that day. No hash browns, no grits. We just had the omelet. So the omelet took up about 1/5 of the plate. I'm trying to tell you, it was 2 eggs. It was 2 eggs as I am fat. Now, if I was skinny, I'd be saying it was bigger, but it ain't. Yep. Give me a few minutes. Or do you have to move right now? Question mark. Somewhat concerning my kid, so I'm kind of staying in pocket with it. It's not my daughter, actually, but I'm just making sure that these are not emergencies. Mel looks at his omelet. I look at my omelet. Mel's omelet is plain on the top. My omelet has mushrooms everywhere. Some mushrooms is on the plate, but there are mushrooms everywhere. Now, I asked for extra mushrooms, but I thought they would have put them inside the omelet. Usually my mushrooms come inside my omelet, and then the omelet be nice and stuffed. And then I'll cut through it because now the cheese is melted on the omelets, the mushrooms, the green peppers, the red peppers, and the onions. But now I had a whole bunch of onions inside, a bunch of mushrooms inside, a few peppers inside, but then all these mushrooms on top. Mel had asked for mushrooms in his omelet too. Mel flipped his omelet open and he had 1. Y'all think I'm exaggerating. He had 1 mushroom in the omelet. Not 2, not 3, not 7. He had 1. You hear me? 1. How you gonna have 1 omelet with 1 mushroom and another omelet with about a good 60, 70 mushrooms? What are you doing here? What's going on here? I mean, it was almost like they were trying to play some type of game. So we just sat there and laughed. We had already been to 3 eateries before we got there. Now we've got 2 plates of food that neither one of us really want to look at, eat, nothing. But we hungry. We old. We hungry. We got to eat. The girl came back and she asked, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, we good, sweetie. We good. We good, baby. We good. We had a girl, she was Caucasian, that started with us, and then she told us she was getting off work. And then we proceeded to watch her walk up and down the same lane where we was for the next 45 minutes. She never left. She just didn't want to serve us. If I'm lying, I'm flying. And I don't fly. I kick the ballistics because I am ballistic. Look up the definition of what ballistic is. Moves through the force of gravity. I know y'all don't understand what some of these words I be saying and why I be saying them, but I know the definitions of them too. I kicks the ballistics because I am ballistic. See, some words can have more than one meaning. Yeah. But see, what about them words that I don't say no more, them cuss words? They had more than one meaning, but y'all wanted to take it one way and I delivered it another way. You know what? So I said, I'm going to stop it. I'm just going to stop cussing. I'm going to stop pleasing the people that don't want me to stop. Because a lot of people don't want me to stop. Once this message becomes palatable to those sensitive ears, y'all might as well just turn in y'all equipment. Go on over to Music Go Round on Oak Valley and turn in all your podcast equipment because y'all done. Y'all messages are dead anyway. I already told you. I'm not a Negro. I'm not black. I'm not an African American. I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I'm not a Moor. I'm an American freedman. But I look black and I guess I talk white. Yeah, y'all said it. Y'all said it. Now you're going to eat them words. You're going to eat them words. Look black, talk white. You clowns. But yeah, Bob Evans, man, it was such an underwhelming meal. But as me and Mel sat there and built, we built. We hadn't really been in touch like that for a long time. We'd see each other at games and events and things like that, but we really hadn't been in direct, cahoots. Oh yeah, Free. Oh yeah. We hadn't really been in cahoots. So this was a cool time for us to really build. Mel said, man, let me ask you something. I said, go ahead, Mel. You can ask me anything, whatever. He said, I've been watching you for a while, So I didn't realize that Mel even watched the videos. I really didn't. I didn't realize that Mel was even, a subscriber to the message. You know what I'm saying? And he said, I've been watching your videos, man. I've been watching you, been listening to you for a long time, man. And he was like, I've known you for a long time. And then he started saying some things that kind of humbled me, Mel said, you really smart, Shen. You really intelligent. You one of the most intelligent da-da-da-da-da-da. Whatever, He was kicking that on me, right? I'm taking it all in. I'm wondering, where all this is coming from. And after he gave me some accolades, and said some humbling things about me, it came out. He said, why you cuss in your videos like you do? And I was like, because I can, Mel. If I was affiliated with somebody or something, where I couldn't cuss, I've been on the radio, I've done television interviews. I've been in places where I couldn't cuss, like formatically, it was not correct to cuss. And my paycheck depended on it. But see, with this, I don't have no paycheck. There's no check that comes with giving this message. And I know I deliver some information that I should be monetized for, but I'm not. I'm not monetized for what I do, But for those who want to feel free to push Freedman Media's message a little bit further financially, y'all like that? To push Freedman Media's message further financially, you can always do that. But I don't ask for that. But it's time that I'm going to be asking for that when there's a cause out there. Maybe somebody's family, their house burned down and we need a little bit of bread. Red Cross ain't came through yet, but they still need to be put up in a hotel somewhere. I might say, we need $1,000. And then I would ask for some money. And that money would go right to a hotel to pay for that family to stay in that hotel for several nights. Because $1,000, I can probably get them to stay there for the month. I know some people in the hotel business, and I hand over a band. I be like, look, they need a place to stay. Now, Red Cross may kick in, right? Red Cross kick in, and they already there. So they can take the rest of that money and use it for food and everything they need. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You got to push that message further. So we got to talking, and, he was like, I just think, your message would be so much more profound if you didn't. He kind of was just giving me that, right? Giving me that vibe, right? Now, Ray been trying to get me to stop cussing in a lot of my videos for a long time. And I do, slow up in a lot of them. But I've never just gone cold turkey. Well, since I'm plant-based, I've never just gone cold turkey. I don't know. When you plant-based, you don't really have the actual meat. So, I can't be cold turkey. I got to be cold, impossible crumble. I don't know. And so at that point right there, I said, you know what? I'm going to challenge myself. Just like I challenged myself 8 months ago to stop eating meat. I challenged myself. I said, my next stream, Mel, I'm going to dedicate it to you. I'm not going to cuss one bit. That was last week, y'all. That was last week. And I promised that I wouldn't cuss in that next video. And I wanted Mel to, Mel ain't even told me how he liked it or not. I tagged him in it. No, I didn't tag him in it. I lied. I sent him the link because it was a YouTube video. I sent him the link. And I sent him that link, but it was in an honor of him caring that much to really want to sit down and break bread with me about some things. And then he asked me, because he's literally trying to further the movement. He's trying to further my message. So I've gone these last several days and put together now several streams where profanity has been at a minimal, if any. And the same people that used to be out there complaining about me cussing ain't said nothing yet. At least Mel came to me. Mel came to me and said something. But no, since I stopped cussing, how come ain't nobody said nothing? What y'all doing out here? Y'all don't like it when I cuss, but now you really don't like it because I don't cuss? Yeah. No, because people rather see the negative in a thing than see the positive in a thing. Even though the negative that I did, even though the negative that might have taken place was still coming with a positive message. I get it. I get the profanity offends certain folks. I get it. I get it that I got sensitive ears out here. I get it. But you got to take a man where he's at. And where I've been, where I was at, was not where I am now. So I'm going to lighten up on that profanity for some of these sensitive ears out here. And for the sensitive ears, I'm going to lighten up. For the insensitive ears, y'all just got to go listen to like a Richard Pryor album or something like that. Y'all want to hear some cussing. I'm not nearly as funny as Rich, but I'm all you got now. So we back in this thing, and I appreciate Mel and his father figuring. I lost my father at 35. You know what I'm saying? So 17 years he's been gone. The man who raised me, he died in 1998. So that's what, 24 years ago? No. Yeah, 24 years ago. And those individuals, those male figures in my life, I wish I had them longer. I wish I could have utilized them for a longer period of time. But for the time they were on this planet, what I did gain from them if it wasn't through genetics, it was just through the chemistry of being in my life and knowing me and understanding me. And they poured that ism into me the best way they could. That's the way I always look at it. I got what I got. I'm not ashamed or say I didn't get enough, but I got what I got, and I've manifested off of that what I got. And what I've given my kids and what I've given my grandkids and what I'll continue to give my family was the foundation of those two men. And of course, the women in my life, my mother, my grandmothers, all my aunts, who really taught me how to treat women. You know, they taught me how to treat women. I've always been respectful to women. Hoes is different. Them B words is different. Y'all thought I was going to say that word, didn't you? Woo! You thought I was going to say that word. That boy caught his tongue. I ain't going to let no cat catch my tongue. Then I'll be in a catch-22. So where I'm at now is I'm talking to Mel and I'm feeling it, thinking about it. And I did that stream. Then I did another stream. Then I did some posts about it. And I just been kind of making fun of it, you know, because it is funny to me that people think that all I can do is just get up here and cuss and be belligerent and be ballistic. No, I don't have to cuss. I don't have to be belligerent, but I can be ballistic. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. So that's why I haven't been cussing in the videos. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't been all up in the videos. Singing, dancing, cussing. That's why I ain't been doing all that. But them local eateries, the local eateries are failing. And it's unfortunate that they're failing, but what do they say? When one door closes, another one opens. So when I walk out of one restaurant vestibule, I'm walking into another one. And I walked into this one last week. Yes. I walked into this one last week. This one right here is Issa's Pizza. Over there at 530 North Huron, diagonal from Powell's Bar and Grill. And then you've got Powell's Pub, I think it's called. And then you got that liquor store right there by the liquor store. Great pizza. Been there twice. Great pizza. They got great cheese bread too. And the marinara sauce is second to Little Caesars marinara sauce for their crazy bread. You could dip crazy bread in their marinara sauce and not feel bad about it. Oh yeah. I can't eat everybody's marinara sauce with crazy bread or breadsticks. I love Little Caesars. I don't know what they put in that stuff. I think they sprinkle a little crack in that marinara sauce at Little Caesars. Oh yeah, I do believe so. Something else in that Little Caesars marinara sauce because I like it too much. But most pizza places don't have good marinara sauce. Like Hungry Howie's, they got their own marinara sauce. And it sucks. Hungry Howie's marinara sauce sucks. Because really, it's not their marinara sauce. No, you know I ain't lying, free. Hungry Howie's sauce is not their sauce. It's just got the Hungry Howie's label on it. You know, it's a pre-canned sauce, and it's not their sauce. Little Caesars, I think they mixing that up in the back. And I don't know what they sprinkling it with, but it's got a brother coming back. I be up in there like Ray Charles. I be scratching. They be like, he got that junkie itch. I'm like, you got any more of that marinara? It's all good. It's all good. I get that marinara. So, actually, you cuss when you're not even angry. Can't take it seriously. If you cuss, you got to have weight behind it. See? People be thinking I be mad because I be using profanity. I'm like, I cuss all the time. But the fact that I'm not cussing, that's not being made a big deal. It's only made a big deal when I do cuss. Make it a big deal that I don't cuss. Share the video, like the videos. Say, you know what? He's just as dynamic without the profanity. See, that's what they don't want to believe. They think I just got to be out here. Blah, 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 blah. That's y'all. That's y'all without cussing. You mumble mouth. The CEO almost got me. I almost had to do the Woody Woodpecker. Sister Cosetta from Little Rock. Good to see you, Queen. So, Izza's is a black-owned pizza spot. Yes. Y'all know I lift up black businesses when I can. And Izza's is a black-owned pizzeria. They got hand toss, thin crust, deep dish. They got all kind of sides. They do calzones. They do other stuff. But check them out. Izza's, 530 North Huron, right there in that little parking lot where the liquor store is. They good. Black-owned. Yeah, I told him I was going to up them on my spot. I was like, I get about 3-4 people on my videos, so I'm going to make sure y'all get some blast off. He laughed. I had already posted, and somebody ordered off my post and went there. Oh, yeah. If you black and doing the right thing, we're going to blow you up. If you black and not do the right thing, you're going to blow yourself up. You're just going to blow yourself up. That's what you're going to do. You're going to blow yourself up. Yeah. But last night, woo, let me tell you, and I still got some upstairs. I might go heat that up when I get off of here. Let me return these text messages. Don't worry about it. I'm going to send people out there regardless, but I'm not going to endorse who posted it because they shouldn't have posted it. ... We'll talk. I'm on my live, and I just wanted the information before I go in on it. ... Appreciate it. So, last night we decided, Ray came back from Texas. She been down there balling in Texas. She came back home. I went and picked her up at the airport. I had prearranged to pick up a carryout. It wasn't a normal carryout, but it was a carryout, okay? I said, you know what, baby? We're going to have some teppanyaki. She said, what? I said, we're going to have some teppanyaki. I can't get these texts off. Let me get these texts off, y'all. Ray don't know what teppanyaki is. You know. See, I'm cultured like that. I know what teppanyaki is. I said, you want some teppanyaki? And she was like, what is teppanyaki? Now, you ain't never had no teppanyaki? I want to see if she going to lie to me. She's like, nah, I ain't never had no teppanyaki. I was like, all right. I'm going to get some teppanyaki for us. You coming home, we're going to celebrate with some teppanyaki. So, picked her up from the airport. I hate DTW. I really hate it. I hate the McNamara terminal even worse than I hate DTW, and that's a part of the DTW. The McNamara terminal is dumb. It's slightly retarded and just mostly stupid. You sitting there waiting for somebody, and now you got the Metros sirening you up, hollering, move the car, move the car. I'm like, where am I going to go? And you wait basically for them to get up on your bumper, and then you move. But then you don't really move. If you experience with DTW, you know what I'm talking about. You don't really go do that whole U-turn around the spot and then come back. You just move up to the next joint. And I start way back on the ramp, and then I'll move up, then I'll get up under, and then I'll go door to door to door. And by the end, my passenger generally be coming out. Last month it was Natty. This month it was Ray. It's time for me to go on a vacation. Sound like everybody leaving up out of here except me. I'm going to take the dogs on vacation. Me, Roxy, and Ruby, the only ones to be up in this mug. So, yeah, as I'm texting Ray, hey, they about to make me move. And she was like, door 2. So it was right on time. I pulled up door 2. I was like, get in. Popped the hatch, ran around, put the bag in there, and then we take off. She's like, what the hell is teppanyaki? I said, you don't worry about it. You don't worry about what teppanyaki is. If I offer it to you, you put it in your mouth and you just be quiet. See, I went too far. I couldn't even keep a straight face. I went too far. Sometimes I go too far and I make myself laugh because I know I'm lying. All that was a lie. All right? Just all that was a lie. Now, we did eat teppanyaki. We did eat teppanyaki. And what teppanyaki is, it's the original name. It's the OG name for hibachi. Teppanyaki food is an OG Japanese name for hibachi. Okay? That's why nobody, if you ain't really a hibachi fan, you don't know where hibachi comes from, and that's where hibachi comes from. It comes from teppanyaki. All right, so we good. I was lying, y'all. I was lying. So I don't talk to Ray like that. I did tell her she was getting some teppanyaki. I just told her we was trying a new hibachi spot. And the new hibachi spot was Nabachi. It was Nabachi. You see the way I got that little groove in there when I said it? It was Hibachi's by Nabachi. Now, this family, right? This family, these people that I've known for a while, and I consider them family. I roll deep with them. Right? And it's a young lady and her beau, and they got a little hibachi business. Everything they do is hibachi. This is what I like, because I don't even know the young man. I only know the young lady. This is what I like. I like the fact that they got one thing that they doing that they perfecting. Now, those 2 bottom dishes are what it looked like when you take the lid off. And that top right dish is what the vegetable looks like. Because Ray had already took her chicken. She up in the room eating, watching her reality shows. That's my half-eaten bowl. You heard me? You heard me? That's a half-eaten bowl from Nabachi. And they have certain days. I'm going to tell them they got to build a Facebook page so people that know. Because I'll post their stuff and I'll tag, but they got to have a page so people know what days they're going to be operating hibachi with Nabachi. But the stuff was so good, y'all. The stuff was so good last night. I mean, the vegetables, they was seasoned to perfection. Seasoned to perfection, y'all. These is youngins. We talking 25, 26-year-old kids. They're kids to me because I done doubled them up. I'm 52. They 25, 26. That's doubled up. You heard me? That food was so good. Ray got leftovers. I got leftovers. Natty didn't get none because Natty said she had already ate. But the next time we'll make sure we get Natty something, or whoever else in the house. If O's over here, we'll get O something. Whoever's in the house at dinner time, they get fed. When I'm out to go get dinner and O's down there playing with the baby or just chilling with her mama, I'll be like, you staying for dinner, O? And she's like, well, I guess. Are you home? That's what you gonna do. You gonna stay for dinner. Even if she wasn't gonna eat it here, she can take it back to her house. She ain't gotta eat with us. But if she here, if you in the house, you get fed. Be on the other side of that dough, then I don't know what you want. But if you on the inside of the dough, you getting asked about dinner. Shout out to YouTube for pushing this out. Shout out to StreamYard for being the facilitator, going to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Absolutely. That's what it's about. That's what it is. So Hibachi is one of the best hibachi places that you can order from. And they right now are either pickup or delivery. I told them they need to push that delivery out a little bit more, or delivery destinations, because they don't want people coming to their spot. Because their spot is not really set up for a lot of high traffic. I'm going to give them all that ism. I'm going to give them the ism to push them forward. You best believe. They will be the #1 hibachi spot in the area within a year. I guarantee it. They putting a new hibachi spot in Depot Town. No, it's not Depot Town. It's on the campus. It's on the strip across. It's okay. It's okay. Hibachi's name about to ring out. If you get some hibachi, I need you to post it or send me a picture of your food. I'll post it for you. It's my job to be the marketing for hibachi through my people. If you watching my messages and you get some hibachi, I need to know about it because I need to post about it. That's how we blow things up organically. Or let them know. Let them know you know me. Be like, look, I know Shan. I know you'll get 3-4 mushrooms at least more in your meal. They'll throw at least 3-4 more mushrooms in there, maybe a half a scoop of rice. You know, look at that green squash. Look how good that squash is, so seasoned. That squash was beautiful. Look at them long onions up there. Woo! Yeah. Nick know what he's doing in there. And I'm going to give him over 30 years of culinary experience and be like, here, youngin', take it. What I'm going to do with it? What I'm going to do with it? Go to my grave with it? Nah. I'm going to push it off to that next culinary experience. And this is the next culinary experience because hibachi is way better than deep fried. Hell, hibachi is better than air fried. And I love my air fryer. Shout out to Sister Celeste and Jackavelli. Got him a new air fryer. I see him up there cooking their stuff on the air fryer. I see y'all. Y'all doing y'all thing on that air fryer already. Air fryers are beautiful. They do some things out here. I shared a post earlier. Now everybody's sharing it. My boy Nick Williams going crazy on the hibachi. Yes, that's what he's supposed to do. But it started with my post earlier today. Am I taking credit for it? Absolutely. Am I taking credit for his food? Absolutely not. But I started with that post. I started the day with that post, and that post is going viral. It's going viral. You better ask about me. You better ask about me. Up here looking black, talking white. Looking black and talking white. Man, we 73 minutes in this thing. I might get out of here real quick. Let me see, but I got some other things to talk about. Let's talk about some other stuff. Hibachi is beautiful to talk about, but I got to get to some other things. I got some other slides in here. Don't forget, we got to take care of the village as villagers. As villagers. We got to take care of the village as villagers. The teachers aren't villagers. The principal ain't a villager. The assistant principal ain't a villager. They generally don't live in your community. The villagers make up the village. And the village must be taken care of by the villagers. Period. The Christmas tree giveaway next Monday, next Wednesday, next Saturday. Next Monday, next Wednesday, next Saturday. Next Monday, next Wednesday, next Saturday. Sign up for one of them dates. Direct message me. DM me. IM me. Text message me if you got my number. Once I got you in the log, what day, I know you're coming out, bam, you good. Give you the date or the time and the address and everything. I already said at the times. It was like 1 to 3, 5 to 7, and then 11 to 1 on Saturday. All right. So that's the Christmas tree giveaway. Make sure you stop at the Black-owned Issa's Pizza. Black-owned. Come on now. And hibachi. make sure you get some of that teppanyaki. You got to get some of that teppanyaki. Say, you got that teppanyaki today, dog? You got that teppanyaki? Because Nick might not even know what teppanyaki is. I don't even know. A lot of people don't know what teppanyaki is. Real talk. They just know hibachi. And I love the way he flipped it and said nabachi. That lets me know he got some lyrical content. So he gonna flip that nabachi into that teppanyaki. He can hear that OG teppanyaki meal. They'll be like, what's in that OG teppanyaki meal? They're not even gonna know. He just talking about hibachi. And whatever the most traditional hibachi dish is, or traditional hibachi ingredients are, that's what it can be. That's what it can be. And it can be that just because it's supposed to be that. It's supposed to be like the original, and you just flip it to what you need it to be. So he'd be like, I got that OG teppanyaki. They'd be like, what's that OG teppanyaki? And then he sends them back traditional hibachi dish, as everybody would know the traditional hibachi dish. Because everybody think a traditional hibachi dish just got yum yum sauce in it. Where do you think yum yum sauce comes from? You better check your teppanyaki lineage. Boy, y'all something else out here. So what else we got on tap? What else we got on tap? Oh, look at Deion Sanders done did. Deion Sanders done went and got him a white coach from Alabama. He done stole a University of Alabama's defensive coordinator assistant, and he's heading to prime time in Boulder, Colorado. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's starting to pull coaches off of perennial championship teams. I know Alabama ain't going to be in the playoff this year, but they've been in it damn near every other year. Yeah, 156. Y'all know what happens at 156. Y'all know what pops off at 156. So, yeah, that's what's popping. He's starting to snag them from the other Power 5 schools, from the top Power 5 schools, from the top 5 schools. Alabama's number 5. He just pulled their assistant defensive coordinator and said, come on with me, bruh. Joining his staff in a top-level coordinator role. Sounds like he just found his defensive coordinator. Uh-oh. 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 Here comes the hammer. Yeah. So that's a beautiful thing for Deion. Building that staff already. Get him, Prime. Get him. Speaking of football, y'all Ohio State people out here, this is all I got to say to y'all. Okay? That's all I got to say to y'all. All y'all Ohio State fans that's been talking stuff about a rematch, this is all I got to say to y'all. Because what I got to say to y'all, y'all really don't want to hear. Because I'm not going to say it the way I would normally say it on the stream. So I'm going to let Ice Cube say it. I'm going to let O'Shea Jackson say it. I'm going to let Doughboy say it. Go Buckeyes. Looks like we're going to be meeting Georgia. We better take care of our business with TCU, and we just going to get a rematch with Georgia in the ship. Because they beat the mess out of us last year. Them some grown men out there, boy. And University of Georgia team, some grown men. I think they got at least 5, 6 players, about 26, 27 years old. Good Lord. Them boys is big. So, yeah, that's what I got to say to the Ohio State fans about y'all wanting a rematch with us. Do you want a rematch with us? Y'all want to get with us? What happened when we came to Columbus? Y'all want to mess with us? What happened in Columbus? Y'all something else. Y'all backed into the playoff. USC takes care of their business. We good. We wouldn't have to talk about y'all till next year. Now we get a rematch with y'all. You know what's going to happen next time? Same thing. Same thing. We didn't just barely beat y'all. We beat y'all by 20. 3 touches. You know what's going to happen next time? Same thing. Same thing. All you Buckeye fans out there, same thing. That's what's going to happen. Same thing. You hear me? Same thing. Go blue. Don't make me play go blue up in here today. So this is going on, and okay, I should have probably got a little bit of information off of this. I tried to during the stream, and I wasn't able to get exactly who this company is that is putting on this camp, but it's next Saturday, not this coming up Saturday, but next Saturday. And it is out in, hold on one quick second. I'll tell you exactly where it's at. It's at the Livonia Athletic District Indoor Complex, December 17th, 2 to 6. Those athletes that you see on the screen, Corum and Roman Wilson, will be there. The Maize and Blue Youth Football Camp. I'm sure they're getting paid NIL money for being out there. That's a beautiful thing. So we don't want none of their eligibility to get messed up and have them not be able to play in the championship. Oop, I jumped the shark. I'm anticipating we're going to beat TCU. I'm hoping it will beat TCU. Either way, I know Blake getting NIL money. I hope them other brothers getting NIL money too. But it's being put on, and you can put in Next Gen 10 for the discount code. Okay. I'll even, as a matter of fact, I'll even put the link in the comments section here. Let me put the link in the comments section. Give me 1 second. Man, I'm doing yeoman's work up here today. You hear me? You heard me? Give me 1 second. That's what I do, man. There it is. That's the link. To the camp. And you put in Next Gen 10 and you can receive a discount. That's the discount code. That's the cheat code. Okay? Okay. Here we go. I just pushed that off into the different areas of YouTube, Facebook. There you go. Next Gen 10 is the discount code. Okay. So let's move forward amicably, shall we? Put that in there. Bam, bam, bam. See? 3 different pages, bam, bam, bam. And it's already in the Facebook one. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing out here. So, that should be a good thing for the youth. December 17th, ages 6 to 16. And I salute them student athletes. I shouldn't have just said athletes because they are students at the University of Michigan. Those student athletes, Mike Sanderstill, Blake Corum, and Roman Wilson. I'm sure Blake might be more in there from an instructional situation because he's injured. And hopefully he's able to make it just to have his presence felt. If he's not, they'll have an amicable fill-in, I'm sure. But knowing Blake, he'll be out there just because he's about them commitments, man. I like that young soldier. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. What is this one? Oh, no. I thought that was something else in there. Okay. So, did I have everything that I needed to get off? I think I did. So I want to go to something that I don't find nearly as important, and that's why it's last. Granted, I've been on here for now 85 minutes. I'm going to spend this next 5 minutes talking about this situation. Because this situation is horrendous to me. They done took this black man, this white woman, and put their illicit extramarital affair on Front Street. Good Morning America hosts, they've been bumping uglies, and they done put their business out on Front Street. They both married, and I meant to look something up. Let me look something up real quick. I meant to look this up, and I didn't look it up, but now I'm about to look it up. Let me just double check something real quick. Y'all know all this matters. Okay. It looks like he may be an American freedman. Well. TJ. Oh, Lord. Do y'all know TJ Holmes' real name? Has anybody ever inquired about TJ Holmes' real name? I know he's an American freedman. He really can't deny being an American freedman. But he probably identifies as an African American. TJ might even, he might even identify as a POC. He looked like he might identify, a lot of them light-skinned, they will identify as a POC. There are some thorough light-skinned brothers out here, Brother Josh Gray of Be the Power, he's a thorough light-skinned brother. Got to give it up to Josh. Free to Free, she bright, she light bright, but she thorough. Sister Shannon, I don't even know what Sister Shannon even looks like, but I know she light-skinned it. She thorough. I got some light-skinned folk around me that's American freedmen, and they won't go by that POC moniker. They won't do it. They won't let it happen. You're not going to call them POC. Call Shannon POC and see what happens. I bet you she won't take to not cussing. You better hope she on my video. It don't matter. She done cussed on my videos before. She done cussed on my videos. She done cussed in my Twitter spaces. Shannon's a fellow Aquarian, so she kind of unapologetic with it. When I say fellow Aquarian, we both Aquarians. I get it from my Aquarians. So, they've made these people out to be the poster childs of infidelity now. Took them off the air, blew their spot up, took them off the air. Okay, whatever. Both of them is married. Both of them probably going to be divorced. But this is what I don't like, especially since I done found out that TJ Holmes is an American freedman about 3 minutes ago, maybe 2 minutes ago. TJ Holmes' real name is Lutelius Holmes Jr. You heard me? Lutelius. You know good and well ain't no immigrant named Lutelius. That's an American freedman's name right there. Lutelius. Lutelius Holmes Jr. Yeah. So they must have called him Telly back in the day. Or they called him Lou. But I bet you he didn't get called Lutelius unless he got in trouble. Lutelius. Well, your parents can really have a sense of humor sometime. Lutelius. Lutelius Holmes Jr. So he must just go by the T, and then the Junior for J. TJ. I don't know how you get TJ out of Lutelius other than that. If you try to explain it any way different, hold on, so it might say why he gets called TJ. Okay, his family gave him the nickname TJ. He only began using the name TJ when he started his professional television. Okay. They used to call him T Junior. So his daddy's his daddy was Lutelius Sr. You know good and well he's an American freedman. Lutelius Holmes Jr. and Lutelius Holmes Sr. That's American freedman. That's just the American freedman drip. And it says he didn't start using TJ till he got it. Oh, so when he became a TV broadcaster, then he wanted to be smooth. He couldn't be T Junior no more. He had to be TJ. Boy, I tell you, these folks be something else. These folks be something else. So this is what I don't like, though. You see this? He had an affair with his wife, and she had an affair on her husband. But why is he only disgraced? Why is she not disgraced? They done made him disgraced. GMA anchor TJ Holmes allegedly cheated with several other females. That matters a damn, because if y'all didn't know about the first female, you wouldn't have found out about the other females. Of course he had multiple side pieces. Of course Lutelius was up there slanging that thing at GMA. Lutelius was getting his bang on up at GMA. He was like, "Good morning, America," and "Good morning to all you ladies." Every single day, Lutelius was coming in, figuratively and literally. But then now they're going to make him disgrace. He disgraced now. I bet you she had multiple lovers too. I bet you Lutelius wasn't the first to hit it at the Good Morning America studios. But they're going to blame him, just like they blamed Ime Udoka. Ime Udoka, the African stroker. They blamed him. But they didn't blame the white women's on the Boston Celtics staff. Why ain't y'all blaming the white women's? When the white women's do it, oh, I don't know what came over me. He just started to force himself on me with that big throbbing meat, whatever. Here's where I'm at with it. If you're going to talk about one, talk about them all. But now TJ is disgraced. The white woman going to dance off into counseling, try to save her marriage. He'll probably leave or just cheat. Or he's already cheating. I hope he's cheating too. If she cheating on him, I hope he's cheating on her. Because she's cheating with TJ. He need to go find him somebody that look like Serena or somebody and just get her back. Don't go find nobody that look like her. You might as well just stay with her. Go find you somebody that look like Serena Williams. Yeah, do that. Do that, bro. Don't get embarrassed for no reason. And be like, yeah. You know Barb from the PTSO? Yeah. Don't do that. Go find you a star. Go find you just like, I ain't saying she got to be a celebrity, but I'm saying go find you a star. He probably just going to end up at the strip club with his friends and out of about $1,000 in the champagne room. That's all. No. He going to do it wrong. He going to do it wrong. I already know. But yeah, man, where we at with this thing is 94 minutes. We did 94. I can do 94 minutes standing on my head. Probably not, because I get a little nauseous, but y'all know what I mean. Well, I made something up today just because I was in a mood. My nephew gonna say, "Ah, yes, the birds and the breakfast foods." I said, all these young fowls ready to leave the hen house only to bend over easy and have all these baby chicks with irresponsible roosters will only have scrambled existences and hard-boiled futures. Y'all saw what I did there, right? You know what I did there. Y'all saw what I did there. I just made that up on the fly. And I know you liked it. And if you tell me you liked it, I'm just going to say, exactly. So I'm going to close the show today with a clown show. A clown show named Adam Pac-Man Jones. Adam Pac-Man Jones. Yeah. He's a clown. He's a clown. And I'm just going to make sure that the audio does come through. When I saw this on a podcast, I just watch all kind of podcasts, and I saw that the caption, what he said, I was like, oh, okay. I'm not going to watch this clown's whole podcast, but I will watch the part that Pac-Man is on it. So I put this up today only because with all the people that have been talking stuff about Deion Sanders, and with all the people that have been talking stuff about LeBron and the Jerry Jones situation, I just feel like, what are we doing with people like this? Adam Pac-Man Jones is a problem. He no longer plays in the NFL, so he makes his money otherwise. Doesn't matter to me how much money he makes, how little he makes. But he's a problem to the culture. Way bigger problem than Deion Lewin Sanders. Deion got an American Freeman name too. His middle name is Lewin. Y'all know that? Y'all know Primetime's middle name is Lewin? Luwynn or something like that. I'm just a freak about names. I know a lot of names. And I used to call people a lot of names, but I can't call them that no more because I don't cuss. Well, I do cuss, but I'm just not cussing on the videos. Adam Pac-Man Jones is on a podcast, and he said something that I thought was so dangerous to the culture. Way more dangerous than anything that Deion could do to the culture by taking a job, a better opportunity job that's going to help advance the lives and careers of young men. That's what he got into it for. That's what he got into it for, and that's what he's doing, but you got people that are mad at him. Y'all mad at Deion for leaving Mississippi, but y'all not mad at Brett Favre for stealing from Mississippi. Who raised y'all? Who raised you? Somebody needs to talk to your mammy and your daddy. You mad at Deion for leaving Mississippi, but you not mad at Brett Favre for stealing from Mississippi. Huh? Just like y'all black Georgians, y'all happy that Herschel didn't get in there. Well, what'd you get with Raphael Warnock? You had two black politicians running for the same office, one Democrat, one Republican, and both against reparations. What'd you guys win? What'd y'all win? What'd you win? I saw black folks out there dancing. When Raphael won, they was dancing. They was doing a cha-cha slide. I thought I was at one of these Washington County BLM rallies. They were doing a cha-cha slide. They was happy Raphael won. What'd y'all win? Y'all just won 6 more years of being called nigger by nigger. Raphael don't like y'all. He doesn't like you. Therefore, he's not going to do anything for you. Okay? Just so y'all know, Raphael Warnock's going to do exactly what he did for you in the first 2 years that he was in there. Nothing for the next 6 years. You know I ain't lying for you. Raphael said 6 more years. We made it. You ever notice how Raphael Warnock and Barack Obama, when he was president, talk alike? Because Barack Obama don't talk like that no more. Barack Obama don't sound like he's a black Southern preacher no more. He don't sound like that. He sounds like he's some Caribbean dude in a Banana Republic commercial with his khakis rolled up walking on a sandy beach. That's what Barack Obama sounds like. He used to have that drawl. We made it. We made it. Now Barack Obama says, we made it. Guys, we made it. Gosh darn it. We made it. But yeah, Baracky's like, we made it. The people have spoken. Now Barack would be like, people spoken. I'm out of here. Deuces. Heading to the yacht that's docked at Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, y'all put him there. Y'all put him there. Now, I know that I voted for him twice, but y'all put him there. Barack shouldn't feel comfortable enough to stay at Martha's Vineyard. He should have hecklers coming in every day, every weekend, telling him how he did black people so wrong. But no, y'all love Barack. Y'all love Michelle. Eviscerated any black wealth that existed, and y'all keeping them in the paint after all these years. Y'all something else. Anyways, Lutelius has been called disgraced. And I think that's a disgrace within itself. But before I close this out, I'm going to take Lutelius off the set because he's had enough screen time. And I'm going to share this screen and we're going to listen to this audio of this problem. Adam Pac-Man Jones is a problem. And then I'm going to end this stream. I'm going to try to get out of here by 1:50. Woo! That's a long time, man. I've been on this thing 112 minutes. That's a long time. Whoever's been here the whole time, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be this long. Here we go. Sharing the screen. Listen to him talk about Jerry Jones. I got to make sure the audio is coming through. All right. Put this in here. So I just want to make sure that the audio is coming in. Okay, here we go. Oh, you know what? I ain't sharing it yet. Dang, I did that again. Hold on a sec, y'all. That's an inexperience of that new way of capturing it on StreamYard. Okay. There we go. We're going to add it to the stream now. Bam. There we. All right, so y'all can see it now. Let me make sure it's all the way up in the screen. Okay, got it. Yep. Bam. Sharing the screen, right? Here we go.
Maybe that was my last stop, and I maybe had 2 incidents that I was wrong in Cincinnati. He didn't even budge to give the right with me. You get what I'm saying? I will always forever owe the Browns family and Cincinnati Bengals to the utmost respect.
So you mentioned Jerry Jones. Now I feel a different type of way. I know that a picture surfaced of an old picture surfaced.
I don't give a damn what he did back in 1957. 57?
Yeah.
Man, can you even count back that far?
And see, that's the same.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit.
That was my
Jerry
argument too.
Jones, I love you. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck what they say. I'm a Cowboy, and I got Jerry tatted on my body, man. I'm forever Jerry Jones. I'm in part of the family. I don't know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Jerry Jones more shit for black athletes than anybody in the world.
And see, and that's what I was saying. I feel like we all get caught doing something in the past, but if we bring up every picture in the past,
I done said cracker before. That don't mean I'm racist.
True. I wanted your opinion. I know you're gonna tell me.
Does that mean I'm racist? My best friend is white.
Yeah, you're right.
And I done had some night where you racist ass cracker, shut up talking to me. Da 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 boom. And I'm not racist at all.
Right.
I have 0% for that, and I don't tolerate it,
right?
And I don't deal with it. You get what I'm saying? We don't know what the fuck he was there doing. He might have been he might have been a reporter at the time.
Might been.
How in the fuck do we know exactly what he was there doing?
Got to see the video.
Yeah, we got to hear the video.
Right.
Fuck seeing the video. I want to hear the words that came out, what was said, and what was he doing while they said it. And really, whatever it say anyway, I don't give a fuck. I'm riding with Jerry, even if he was a racist or wasn't a racist, because I know Jerry Hart. So
changed man.
Whatever it is, I'm with him.
we all make mistakes. Okay, look, last football question. Top 5 corners in the league right now.
Ooh, damn, that's a good question.
Real quick.
All right, we going in order or no order? No order. All right.
Who would you want on your team? On
Patrick Surtain Jr.
Okay.
I really don't need to talk. I don't need to hear him anymore. I don't need to hear. He's useless to me. As far as I'm concerned, he's useless to anybody. Any American freedman, he's useless to. Adam Pac-Man Jones might have been a great football player, but we lost him. I mean, he said so many wrong things in that podcast. And it's unfortunate that that is going to be lauded out in some of these circles. Some people going to feel the same way. Yeah, they're going to feel the same way. I want to see the video. The podcaster, he's stupid. If there was video, we'd have had that already. The only video you're going to see of black kids walking up to the school getting denied is going to be some Time Life thing, or that scene in Forrest Gump when Forrest picks up the black girl's book. But Adam Pac-Man Jones is a problem, y'all. I mean, what do you say to that? He said he didn't care what Jerry Jones did. That was a long time ago. And he got Jerry Jones's name tattooed on his body. That's his business. You can have anybody's name that you want tattooed on your body, but why is Jerry Jones' name tattooed on your body? Because he paid you some money for going out there risking your health, risking your life. You made Jerry a lot more money than you made off of Jerry. So that's why you like Jerry, because he paid you some money. See, I've been accused for doing things for money, even when I've done things for free. How come I don't ever get accused of doing things for free? Because if I did everything for money out here, y'all wouldn't be making no money out here. I could have been greedy 30 years ago, but I wasn't greedy. I've always tried to eat with folks. But while I was eating with folks, I was feeding folks. And if I hadn't have fed folks, if I had just let folks starve, nobody would be doing what they're doing now. I had a very small circle then. I have a very small circle now as far as business goes. And I mostly knew a lot of worker bees and a lot of dope dealers. Now, more of those dope dealers are worker bees. We have way less dope dealers. But the worker bees, some of the worker bees are now entrepreneurs. Some of the dope dealers became entrepreneurs. But most of the dope dealers became worker bees or nothing bees. Or just hoe-ass bees. So, Pac-Man Jones, indeed a problem. He is not an ally to American freedmen. And even though he may be an American freedman, he's an elevated American freedman. So you kind of lose a little bit when you become elevated because we already know you're compromised. Right before he started talking about Jerry Jones, he was praising the Cincinnati Bengals owner. You know, you get the message here. He tends to like owners. He ain't say nothing about no players. He might have some friends that are players, but who he really likes are owners. And you know why he likes NFL owners? Because they pay him money. They've bailed him out of jail. They've bailed him out of situations. That's why Pac-Man likes those old white men. Pac-Man, old white man. Pac-Man, old white man. Pac-Man, old white man. See the correlation there? Old white man with a lot of money. And boy, you can turn some of these American freedmen types, because they're not really American freedmen. They're American freedmen types. The lineage may be there, but everything else is just, ugh. It is what it is. So I had to show that before I got up out of here. I had to show that. I'm embarrassed. And I don't know what that podcaster was. He kind of looked like the little light-skinned dude from Two Live Crew, but I think he dead now. I don't hope he's dead, but I hope he's dead. I hope he's not like on a podcast hiding out from the government or something. But I don't know who that guy was, so I don't know if he's an American freedman or not. But his sense of irresponsibility, along with Adam Pac-Man Jones, was at this level. This level. I love Jerry Jones. Nothing wrong with that. Jerry Jones did a lot for me. Nothing wrong with that. You know how many black athletes Jerry helped? Nothing wrong with that. I got Jerry Jones' name tattooed on my body. I don't care what Jerry Jones did 65 years ago. I don't like that. And then he said something stupid like, I want to hear what he said. Show me the video. You want to know what they said? I don't know if it came out of Jerry's mouth, but I know it came out of one of the people's mouths because one of the kids that was walking up there, now an old man who's now 80 years old too, said that one of the white boys said, I reached out because I wanted to see what a nigger felt like. Adam Pac-Man Jones ain't been tipped off to that. Maybe Jerry didn't say it, but one of his friends said it. Maybe one of them friends was a football teammate, but that's what one of them said. I reached out and touched him because I wanted to feel what a nigger felt like. That's what that was about. That's what that was about. Wanted to know what we felt like? Wow. Can I touch your hair? Whatever. Much love to my brother Ali Bey. I'm just looking at this thing from my perspective. And my perspective is from the one-man Shan perspective. I'm not saying it's right, but damn it, I know it ain't wrong. And for my brother, Mr. Melvin Baskin, you lit a fuse in me, Mel. You lit a fuse in me, and I done started challenging myself. Now, I know I dropped a couple profane words, or what people would call profane words in this stream, but nowhere near where I used to be. The one thing y'all can't say, I ain't dropped no F-bombs up in here. Because when I've dropped them F-bombs and them MF-bombs, that's when y'all be like, oh, 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 oh. I ain't did none of that. I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't got no weapon. But yes, I do. I do got a weapon. And with this weapon, I'm going to continue to cook. And with this weapon, I'm going to continue to utilize the message. We need the village to come on back, y'all. We need the village to come on back. We need the village to come back. But the only way the village comes back is if villagers take it back over. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to reach out to that young lady today, tell her what I'm worth. If I can get a couple more bodies out there with me at 7:15 to 7:30, it'd be beautiful. That ain't nothing. Y'all waste more than 15 minutes a day talking about sports. Come on out there and talk about sports with me at YPSI Middle in the morning. I'm going to have my coffee already. Bring yours. Bring your hot tea. But be ready to come out there and make sure we get these young kids in that school safely. Kids supposed to be in the right frame of mind to come in there and learn. But some of them kids ain't gonna be in the frame of mind to learn because they ain't getting fed breakfast at home. Their parents done chopped their head off before they got out the car, before they got on the bus. So we gotta make sure they right. We gotta make sure they right coming into school. We gotta show the kids that we care. There's gonna be some opposition out there. Some of the kids ain't gonna like what we doing out there. I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They don't need to like it. We're not there to be liked. We're there to make sure it's a safe environment for them youngins to go learn in. You heard me? I'm gonna get with her today. And I'll be out there in the morning times that I can get out there. See if I can get me a couple more bodies, like I said, just to come on out there and make sure that these kids get into the right frame so they can stay in the right game. Y'all be good out here. Y'all be good. If not, you're going to be bad. If not, you're going to be bad. And make sure you tell your peoples that need it, get on over there to the Freight House, free haircuts, and daytime warming center. That's today and next Wednesday. As villagers, this is what we owe to our folk who are not doing maybe as well as us. We got to lift them up just the same. Don't just elevate somebody who's already on his way up. You elevate somebody that's underneath the surface. You elevate somebody who's at the surface. You elevate somebody who just needs that helping hand or helping haircut or helping warming center. Can't just give out turkeys once a year and think we boss hog. This is upward movement in the community. This is what we got to do. And for all you Ohio State fans, y'all just got to understand that's where I'm at with it. Y'all keep talking that mess. I can't wait till y'all play Georgia. Should be a good game for them. Y'all be good. As Free say, you be even better.
Rhymes Concerto.